What's up?
Good day, everyone. All the bodies, hey. And all the wands, what's up, everyone? We won, we win, we go in. Let's go into the kingdom within and let's have a meditation on a mind heart consideration that my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Your mind is part of God's. You are very holy. Your word is my word, is I am, is you are. What very holy, holy moly and fully. We can use words and images and imagination and considerations for a whole purpose, holy. Attempting to see where there is holes in the scenes. Like, it's been a few days of lesson 34 for me, and it was, I can see peace instead of this. So anytime I would think and feel something that was like that, seemingly the opposite of peace, I would proclaim that even though this seems, well, like, of course I can't see peace because, for instance, this morning I started my 5-minute meditation and I heard my friend stirring, and I was like, oh no, it was like, I should go up there and I started this 5-minute meditation. I'm not going to go up there. Therefore, I'm in attention that I can see peace instead of this. Choosing to have that experience of a whole in my purpose, have a whole reason for it to have the light to shine through, a holy purpose, which is to see peace instead of this. And also another thing is that I had thought maybe, that I would use the days of this 2025 calendar year to be the 365 lessons. And instead, I just am, really glad and happy that it's not a problem that it takes longer. In fact, the course says in the introduction to the workbook, take as long as you feel you need to do the lessons right. And lesson 34, I can see peace instead of this, was such a great lesson to use. So everything's working, everything's fine, everything's okay. And where it seems to not be, then find a holy companion, other brother, sister who wants to have the practice of seeing beyond thoughts of separation, to see underneath our united interest, expose those shadows of where it seems, hey, I know that the Spirit's telling us, I know my heart says, I know heaven's saying, hey, there's nothing wrong actually. But also I know that, for instance, Joey, or whoever your character is named, is seeming like these things are wrong. And so how do we meet that helpfully for where we're at? And keeping prayer and meditation, this mantra, this like chugga chugga choo choo, everything is working, everything is working, everything is working, everything is working. There are no exceptions except the ego's judgment. Okay, paragraph number 1. Today's idea does not describe the way you see yourself now. It does, however, describe what vision will show you, what true seeing will see. It is difficult for anyone who thinks he is in this world to believe this of himself. Yet, the reason he thinks he is in this world is because he does not believe it. He does not believe that his mind, its mind, my mind, her mind, is part of wholenesses, and with it very holy. Paragraph number 2, you will believe that you are part of where you think you are. That is because you surround yourself with the environment that you want. And the Course in Miracles tells us the environment that we wanted is that the world is a symbol of what would it be like if there was something other than the truth, something against what is, something opposed. If there could be a place where there was something that was opposite to truth, what would that look like? And the mind populated, made all of perception out as a projection of what that would be like. And you want to protect the image of yourself that you have made. The image is part of this environment. What you see while you believe you are in it is seen through the eyes of the image. This is not visions. This is not vision. Images cannot see. They see the image flatly. It may seem like it's like moving, but it's actually a bunch of one images that are animated. Animation is like image after image, animal mating, um, all created by a desire to keep the projection projecting, to keep reproducing the story that the identity of the tiny mad idea that thought it did, and then truth came and said, hey, you're just tripping actually, and now it feels like the truth is trying to kill what it identifies as what it believes it is as a character within that story. So, paragraph number 3. The idea for today presents a very different view of yourself. By establishing your source, it establishes your identity, and it describes you as you must really be in truth. We will use a somewhat different kind of application for today's idea because the emphasis for today is on the perceiver rather than what he perceives. We will use a somewhat different kind of application, so the way we're going to practice today will be a little different because the emphasis for today is on the perceiver rather than on what we, he, she, I, it perceives. Often throughout these practices we are looking at whatever that table or whatever thoughts of perception. Now we're going to look at the perceiver, actually. We're going to emphasize the perceiver. Paragraph number 4. For each of the 3 5-minute practice periods today, begin by repeating today's idea to yourself. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. For each of the 3 5-minute practice periods today, begin by repeating today's idea to yourself. And then close your eyes and search your mind for various kinds of descriptive terms in which you see yourself. Include all the ego-based attributes which you ascribe to yourself, positive or negative, desirable or undesirable, grandiose or debased. All of them are equally unreal because you do not look upon yourself through the eyes of holiness. If you're looking for the ego-based terms, anyways, I think. If you are looking through the ego-based terms, yes. Paragraph number 5. In the earlier part of the mind-searching period, you will probably emphasize what you consider to be more negative aspects of your perception of yourself. Okay, maybe. It says probably. Most likely that means. Toward the latter part of the exercise period, however, more self-inflating descriptive terms may well cross your mind. Try to recognize that the direction of your fantasies about yourself do not matter. Illusions have no direction in reality. They are merely not true. A suitable, unselected list for applying the idea for today might be as follows. I see myself as imposed on. I see myself as depressed. I see myself as failing. I see myself as in danger. I see myself as helpless. I see myself as, now we're starting to, victorious. That's like the little bit better one. I see myself as losing out. I see myself as charitable. I see myself as virtuous. Paragraph number 7. You should not think of these terms in an abstract way. They will occur to you as various situations, personalities, and events in which you figure across your mind. It will occur to you as various situations, personalities, and events in which you figure across your mind. Your figure, I think it's supposed to say. I don't know. Pick up any specific situation that occurs to you. Identify the descriptive term or terms you feel are applicable to your reaction to that situation. Use them, applying today's idea after you named each one. Add, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. So you would say, I see myself as imposed upon, but my mind is part of God. I am very holy. I see myself as depressed, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. I see myself as failing, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. This is so cool. I can tell already. Paragraph number 8. During the longer practice periods, there will be probably intervals in which nothing specific occurs to you. Do not strain to think of specific things to fill the interval, but merely relax and repeat today's ideas slowly until something occurs to you. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Slowly. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Very. I like this word, very. It's a great application of very. Merely relax and repeat today's ideas slowly until something occurs to you. Although nothing that does occur should be omitted from the exercise, nothing should be dug out with effort. Neither force nor discrimination should be used. As often as possible during the day, pick up a specific attribute you are ascribing to yourself at the time and apply the idea for today to them. Adding the idea in the form stated above to each of them. If nothing particular occurs to you, merely repeat the idea to yourself as often as possible today with closed eyes. So if I notice myself, I think I'm going to go to the gym later. I am very strong. I see myself as a strong body, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. I see myself as trying to figure out business or something like that, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Okay, brothers and sisters, good day. I love you. Ciao.